Hello dear students, it's time to start our second semester after the unit tests. I'm sure your unit tests went well and you all must have performed good. Now the first chapter in the second semester is many kinds of art. So let's start this fun chapter. Now this chapter is about art, so we'll be studying various kinds of art. In the first activity, let's see what we have to do. Activity 1. This unit is about art. This picture is a famous art print by Currier and Ives, first printed in 1872. What do you see in the picture? Now, this picture, it is a famous picture by Currier and Ives, which was a printing company. They printed the paintings by famous painters and in black and white. Earlier, they were not color paints. Color prints were not there. So, they printed black and white copies, and then those prints were hand painted. So, here we have an art print by Currier and Ives, which was first printed in 1872. What do you see in the picture? Well, if you see in your textbook, maybe you have not got your textbooks yet, but you can study here. Everything is written. In your textbook, the picture may not be that clear, but due to the benefit of the technology, you can see this clear picture in the video. You have to write, what do you see in this picture? Now, think of this as a puzzle. Here, if you look at the first glance, you will see that there are two birds or three birds and a fox. But it's not that easy. The name of the picture is The Puzzled Fox, and you also have to take this as a puzzle. I'm sure you will enjoy this puzzle. In this picture, there are various animals and even some human faces. So you have to just look clearly at the picture and note them down. You can pause the video right now and make a list. List all the things you see that you can name in English. How many words did you list? Share your list with your classmates. Who made the longest list? Write one new word that you learned from a classmate's list. Now, this you could have done in class, but even without that, you can do the list by yourself. I'm sure you must have noted various answers. So, I'll be giving you the answers now. You can just go through the picture once again and make sure that you are not missing out anything. So, here is the final answers. We can clearly see the fox and one bird, and on the next branch we have the two birds sitting together. But when you look clearly, you will find that in the left hand corner you can see that there is a cub sitting. Then in various parts of trees you will find that they are carved like human faces. And even in the bushes, you will find like from the plants, an animal figure is there. Did you see all that? So these were the things that you had to note. Activity 2. Vincent Van Gogh was an artist who lived in the Netherlands from 1853 to 1890. Well, students, Vincent Van Gogh. Well, you must be thinking like it is G. The thing is that his name is pronounced wrong by most of the people. Now, he was a Dutch person, so Americans pronounce it differently. British pronounce it differently. It's like Vincent Van Gogh or Vincent Van Gogh, but as per the Dutch language, it is Gogh. But here we are not going to study about his pronunciation, but his paintings. So he was an artist who lived in the Netherlands from 1853 to 1890. He painted more than 900 paintings. Like you can imagine, like even when you're drawing a single, you're at your age, you may not have created various paintings by yourself from your imagination, but these artists, they draw like that. So he painted more than 900 paintings. During his life, he only sold one painting, but now his paintings are very valuable and famous. Um, there is also a play, there are various plays on his life, and there you can see like he lived very a poor life, but still he used to paint. He will not spend money on food or rent or so, but he will spend it on paints. So during his life he sold only one painting, but now his paintings are very valuable and famous. Van Gogh liked to use very thick paint and he loved color. Look at this detail from one of his paintings. Now, he's a painter. I'm sure all the painters love colors, but everyone has their own style. So let's study his work. So this is the picture of his painting. It's taken from one side to show you the details about his painting. How do you think the canvas is, or how he has used the color? What colors do you see? Do you see the rough texture of the canvas? How will you describe the paint? Is it thick, thin, heavy, light, dark, bright, soft, hard, flat, bumpy, firm? So you had to explain the painting. You can see the picture once again, and then I'm sure you can easily say that the texture of the canvas was rough. Now nowadays you are getting those canvas which are specially made like that, but he created the canvas like that. And the paint, I'm sure you must have used the all kinds of paints like oil paints, acrylic paints, or whatever. Various other. But his paint, it was very thick, right? It was not thin. It was heavy or light. We can feel that it's heavy. And is it dark or bright? Is it soft or hard? Is it flat or bumpy? I'm sure it's always it's thick, it's dark, it's bumpy. So all these things we can say about his paint. Van Gogh made these strokes with his brush. Do you think he pushed on the canvas firmly or softly? Now how do you think the canvas got this kind of texture? Well, when you are doing it lightly, when you're doing it softly, the texture won't be affected. But when you're doing it firmly, when you're doing it hard, when you push it hard, the canvas gets this kind of texture. Did he move the brush quickly or slowly? What do you think? I'm sure many of you are doing various good paintings, but how will you describe? How did he move his brush? Very fast or slowly? How do you think he made these marks? Activity 3. Below, you can see 3 of Van Gogh's paintings. One picture is a self-portrait. That means it is a painting that Van Gogh painted of himself. The way an artist paints, the colors he chooses, and the shapes he likes are all part of his style. Van Gogh's paintings are all of different subjects, but the style of all 3 is the same, meaning that in each of his paintings he used the colors and shapes that he liked. Look at his paintings carefully. What colors and shapes do you think that Van Gogh liked? These are part of his style. Now, not just about painting, but in every aspect of life. The way you create or you make something is your way of doing. That's your style. So here we are given 3 of Van Gogh's paintings. Each painting is of something else. They are on different subjects. And one painting is his self-portrait, where he has painted himself. So the subjects are different, but the way he did the painting, they are all same. Like they have the same kind of colors and the same kind of shapes, whichever that he likes. He made the things as he likes. So we will study his paintings and then we will discuss about it. Like what kind of colors and shapes do you think that Van Gogh liked? Let's have a look at these paintings. The first one is of a field where you can see the farm, you can see the sky, the clouds, and all. Now, if you see, he had his own style. Like the clouds are not simple, or as we have seen most of the paintings of clouds. The next picture is of sunflower. Now, sunflowers were, we can say, like he made various paintings of sunflowers. And the third one, the bigger picture, is his portrait. Now, we can see here, like, what do you think are the most commonly used colors? We can say yellow and we can say blue. Like, and what kind of style has he used? Like, none of these have any kind of straight lines. They all have curves and all. Now, if you want to understand it, you need to have more knowledge about arts, and maybe all of us cannot understand it very deeply, but we can see that he has his own style of paintings. Let's use words to describe the style of a painter. To describe Van Gogh's style, name at least 3 things that all the paintings have in common. You can name the texture, the kind of curves he has used, the kind of colors he has used. Use as many describing words as you can. How many describing words did you use? Share your description with your class. Which classmate used the most describing words to describe Van Gogh's style? So that was activity 1, 2 and 3 about paintings. Now activity 4 is about another kind of art form. Rangoli is an integral part of Indian culture. We all have made or even know what is Rangoli. It is made in almost all kinds of house, even without the barriers of religion or culture. On festivals, we prepare Rangoli to welcome God and guests. Following are some beautiful Rangolis. Write down the things and colors used in these Rangolis. We use gypsum color, flowers, leaves, lamps, sawdust, grains to prepare Rangoli. Share your answers with your friends. Talk to them about which thing, color, shape you liked most. Record your ideas on the chart. Now, you know all these things. Some new word may be like gypsum color. Gypsum is, in Hindi or in Gujarati we say that it is chirodi. You know, the white color with which we make the rangoli. And rangolis are made with different things as well, like flowers, from leaves, from lamps, the diyas, sawdust. Sawdust means the dust that is we get when we are chopping wood, so that chura, even from that, and the grains, the cereals that you eat, the grains, from all these rangolis can be made. Let's look at the pictures given and then you have to record your ideas on the chart. These are the rangolis given to you. You can see the first rangoli, second, third and fourth. From all this, you have to note down the things that you like, the colors that were used, what you liked the most. So you can pause the video right now and again look at these rangolis carefully. After looking at the rangoli, this is the table that you have to fill. Rangoli number 1. Which things were used to make the first rangoli? Which colors were used? And what did you like the most? Same way for all the 4 rangolis. I'm sure you can easily write this. And the thing is that you all will be having different kinds of answers. So no one is wrong here. Everyone is correct because everyone can have their own choice. Discuss in group or pair and conclude 5 essential qualities and skills to become a good Rangoli artist. Use the language expressions like the Rangoli artist should have blank, he or she should be blank, he or she should know how to ... So all these kinds of things you have to write about what do you think are the essential qualities are necessary to become a good Rangoli artist. I'm sure some of you maybe even be a good Rangoli artist right now when you had the Diwali or even when there are some functions at your place, people make Rangoli. So which are the necessary qualities and skills to become a good Rangoli artist? What do you need? Only 5 necessary qualities are to be written. So that's it for today. In your today's homework, you just have to look at the art, the famous paintings, and describe them in your own words. I'm sure you'll be able to do this good because you have that talent, you have that art inside you. Last year, when I saw your drawings, I was thinking like you guys are making better drawings than I can. So, in the same way, I'm sure you'll be able to understand this art as well. There's nothing more to be done. Just fill in the chart, you write the necessary qualities, and later on, we'll be doing all these exercises together at the end of the chapter. So, that's it for today. Enjoy your day. Bye.